angels, and welcome back to my channel. Today's content is crafted for the momtrepreneur and you. I am going to be showing you all how I repurposed an old canvas to create this beautiful portrait of this lamb for my in-home daycare. If you're not familiar with this new playlist that I'm doing, it's because I have started my own in-home daycare, and I'm just going to be showing you all the process that I am going through, and decorating with me and setting up with me and just other things like that. So if you don't want to miss any of these videos I upload in the future, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you get notifications when I upload every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so this is the canvas that I found, y'all. Okay, crazy story. It's not really that crazy. I was in the city of Chicago, and I was driving past this alley, and somebody just had this canvas of this woman propped up on their trash can, just like I have it here right now. So I grabbed it. Of course, it was wrapped in plastic. But the one thing was, she was very exposed. Okay, I accidentally deleted some footage, so I couldn't even show y'all the original painting. I don't know who it's by. I'm sure it was like somebody in art class in college or something. But yeah, she was exposed, like her breast was out, and I was just like, that's just a beautiful canvas. Like, you can't really find them cheap that large. So I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. It was my plan to do that anyway when I found one at the Goodwill. So I just happened to find one outside someone's trash, so even better. But I decided to cover the canvas in gesso. This is a mix I made myself. I guess that's usually what people use to cover canvas before they repaint it. It's called gesso. But of course, my DIY self went on YouTube and found a video on how to DIY gesso, and the measurements really didn't give me the results I wanted, so I won't even link a video. But the mixture contains some acrylic paint, some Elmer's glue. It's not even Elmer's, it's just glue from the dollar store, and some baby powder from the dollar store as well. And you mix it all together, and it gives you the consistency of like a thicker acrylic paint. I don't even know how to explain it, but when it dries, it pretty much dries and looks like the canvas. So I just layered it on one way, horizontal, and then again the vertical way, as you can see me doing here. And then the color that I went for was to be like a dark blue. So I of course took just my blue acrylic paint and mixed it with black to get this navy dark blue color that you see here. After I got good coverage and covered even the sides of my painting, I allowed it to dry for, I believe, like 24 hours. I just waited until it was completely dry before I went on to do anything else to the painting. And for my lamb, I wanted to make sure that I was like imitating another artwork, so I'll add the picture of my inspiration that I got from Pinterest, which I usually get my inspiration from. It's a little lamb done by this artist here on Pinterest, as you can see, and that's what I was really going for. Hers is much more realistic than mine, but because I'm a good freehander, I decided to look at this to get like a good silhouette going for my picture before I moved forward. So I went ahead and penciled in the silhouette of this lamb you see here. Ray. Okay, so finally when I let my gesso dry. I have a navy blue canvas, as you can see here, and to start off my lamb portrait, I want to go ahead and pencil in a silhouette of a lamb to the best of my ability. So to do so, I am looking at a picture that I got off of Pinterest, where I often get most of my inspiration. And here, a picture by Jane Schmidt is where I get the silhouette inspiration for my lamb. I'm a pretty good freehand drawer, so I just eyeball where I want to place my lamb and go for it. I mean, it's not much explanation else to give about that, but that's what I do. And the paint that I'm using to paint my lamb is porcelain white. If you all want to know like what other colors I'm using on my lamb, I'm using all acrylic paint, but if you want to know the specific names of the colors, go ahead and comment below and I will give those to you all. But I'm sure some of you are wondering why I decided to go with a lamb. Now, the short answer for that is my name, Rachel, means little lamb, and in some other meaning translations of my name, it can also be referred to God's lamb. So that's one of the reasons, but the deeper symbolic meaning is because of how lambs are referred to throughout the Holy Bible, and it's kind of like our disposition as Christians to assume our role as lambs to God, our shepherd, and to follow him, and knowing that he will lead us to safety, lead us to where we need to be, and we only are to follow him and trust him, or wolves will definitely be our end. So as Psalms 23 says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and he prepares green pastures for me, and all that lovely good stuff. I believe that's why I decided to represent this lamb in my paintings. And one more reason is my daughter really loves the song Bye Bye Black Sheep. So sheeps are baby lambs, and it does also have that playfulness, I guess you can say, and part that I could put into my in-home daycare. So when kids look up at it, it is something that I think they would like. And the theme, as far as the design aesthetic aspects of my daycare, I wanted to go for a modern day barnhouse style, so it just all ties in so well. So I'm sorry I probably over explaining this to you all, but I hope somebody is getting some type of inspiration out of this. And I just always want to be able to look over at my painting and get that feeling like, yes, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because of my faith, because of my daughter, because it is pleasing to the eye. I hope to most people now that this is why I'm doing what I am doing. So I hope that makes sense to you all, but I will not talk your ear off for most of this. I will just go ahead and let you all enjoy the rest of this painting, and then I'll come back at the end to wrap up this video. But thanks for continuing to watch. Okay, angels, and that is a wrap. I want to thank you for watching and watching all the way to the end. You know I love and appreciate that. I also want to thank you all for subscribing and coming back to my videos to watch this video. And I hope you all, as always, continue to always live in and walk in your blessed life. Be blessed.